What's on my mind was the shooting that happened yesterday in Utah. And we can slice it any way we want to, but what a horrific thing to see. It's all over the news. It's all over YouTube. It's everywhere. And I challenge anybody to take a look at that and tell me that you didn't cringe. I'm happy about sports today because it's supposed to be a reprieve, something that pulls you away from life's travails and what truly, truly ails us all. And I'm not going to get into any politics or anything like that. I'm just trying to be honest with the listeners out there everywhere to let you know that sports isn't the only thing on my mind, but there's real life stuff going on in this world. And we saw a right-wing conservative host because that's what he was, and that's what they labeled Charlie Kirk. And we saw him struck by a bullet in his neck. And it didn't take long before he was pronounced dead at the age of 31, courtesy of an assassin's bullet, a bullet from a rifle that was lodged against him from 200 yards away. The part that really resonates with me, outside of the obvious, is that he had two children, younger than 5 years of age. Both were in attendance and saw their father get gunned down. In the world that we're living in today, I don't care who you are. You're white, you're black, you're Hispanic, you're Asian, you're Native American, you're Jewish, you're Catholic, you're Christian. I don't care. At some point in time, the one thing that sports needs to remind us about, the importance, the appreciation that we should all embrace, is how it brings all of us together. When you wear the same uniform as somebody else, when you play in the same league as another contemporary, when the sacrifices that you make to elevate yourself to a certain level is something that's mirrored of other individuals out there, reminds us all that we're all God's children. When we see something like that transpired, we got to collectively come together and understand that the world that we're witnessing and the world that we're living is pretty damn messed up. And there's a lot more love and a lot more brotherhood and sisterhood and humanity that goes on in this world than doesn't. Yet the few who are evil amongst us are the ones that screech and make the most noise. And it's affecting us in a way where it's getting to a point where you're going to get scared to walk out in the streets. And the evil and the viciousness that exists in this world, it ain't the many, it's the few. But it also needs to remind us that we got to come together and speak up and speak out against those evil people, against those with evil tendencies. I'm a black man born in America. I know what problems that exist in this country. But I also know there's far more good people than there are bad people in this country, regardless of who you are, what your ethnic background is. At some point in time, we got to recognize, can't just speak about it. Can't just give lip service to when such a vile act takes place. And we're going to give lip service to the tragedy of the moment. And then within 24 hours, we move on with our lives like nothing happened. Something did happen. I don't care what his political beliefs were. I care about the fact that a man was gunned down in front of two of his children who are 5 years of age or less, that his wife is a widow, that his children are fatherless because his ideas and his beliefs differed from somebody else, apparently. And then I'm going online and I'm seeing people celebrating it. Shame on you.